Hey everyone, welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity, episode 16 on the FTB team server. And well, I've been pretty busy. I've been gathering, mining, and building since last episode. All of that in a small amount of time. I've had to get some coal because down here in the basement that I've been building on, I've been using some of this hex plating from Chisel 2. And this stuff, I love the way it looks like this. I've done a little bit of playing around with it, obviously, but you do need a block of coal with some stone surrounding it, and you get 8 hex plating blocks. So I've had to get a little bit of coal going with my Fortune 3 Cobalt Demon. I even like this that I got set up right here. This is the cyan hex plating, and then all the way around this is black, and then right here I believe this is the gray plating. So just kind of little accents here and there, and then I got this factory block, the wireframe, and I believe that's I think that is a Sphax texture or well, obviously it's either Sphax or Sortex. Not really sure. Kind of looks more like a Sortex actually, but I like it. It's kind of like venting in here, and I do really do like that. I do want to work on lighting in here at some point, but I'll do that in the future. The bottom right down here is laboratory blocks. I want something a little different than I had upstairs, and I thought that turned out pretty nice. Now here on the side, I just finished this. This is going to be for some storage. Running into a little bit of a problem. We're running low on space in our lab, and well, I need to do some expansion. We obviously need a little bit more power generation, so for one, I don't have like an infinite amount of lava. I could if I go to the nether, obviously, and put a pump in there, but I really don't want to do that. I've done that before, and I want to do something a little different. This was just temporary, and I like the way this looks. I think it looks really cool. But I do have a little bit of a problem that we set up our mob farm, and we have all of these items just sitting down here, ready to be collected. Yep, they need a home. So I'm going to give them one. I'm going to find some barrels, which I've already pre-made because we've already made barrels before. I've got 18 of these guys set up and ready to go. I also want to go ahead and get started a couple ender chests. So let's see what we need in order to get some ender chests up and running. I want 2 of them specifically. So we need some obsidian. I need some ender pearls. I'm going to need 2 ender pearls. I'm going to need 2 chests as well. Do I have any chests? Regular chests? No. Let's see if we can get that made real quick. We'll put those in there. And need a little bit more wood. Okay. Give me a stack of you. Cut this guy in half. There you go. Now you have some planks and some more oak wood to mess around with. So there's those. We need about 4 pieces of obsidian. Bada bing, bada boom, we need some wool. We'll get a couple pieces of those. You know what, let's do light gray. I might have to recolor these just because of being on a server here. What am I missing? Wool, obsidian, chest, blaze rods. I got everything, don't I? Why don't you like me? Oh, is it because of the light gray thing? Probably because of light gray wool. But there we go, that'll change this ender chest into a light gray ender chest, and I don't know if anyone's actually using this at the moment. Apparently someone is. Someone's using it for gravel. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find a different color code real quick. Maybe we got lapis. Maybe blue, gray, something like that. I probably should do a crazy color. Maybe blue, black, and gray. That might be an idea. Do I even have any ink laying around anywhere? I don't think I do, actually. If I do, it might be over here. Hello, ink? Are you in here? I don't think you are. Alright guys, give me just a minute. Let me figure out a color code that'll be acceptable in this ender chest here, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, and we're back. I don't think anyone at the moment is using light gray, or I believe that was what, gray? Well, I don't believe anyone's using this color. It's light gray or gray, and then blue. So I'm going to go with this for now. I'll double check a little bit later on, but we'll start off with this for now. So I'm going to grab some item conduits, and do I need anything else? Do I need some, I don't really think I need any item filters, but I do, well, Do we have any, ooh, we don't have any pulsating iron. Okay, I will get one of those made real quick, and while we get that going, we'll go mess around down by the altar a little bit. Actually, you know what? We'll just wait for this. The other thing I want to grab is a vacuum chest. So we need some iron. We need another chest. Bada bing, bada boom. We got you. Pulsating iron. Turn that into its nuggets and a diamond. Why are we using all the diamonds lately? I don't understand. Stop using all of my diamonds. I needs them. I needs them for other stuffs. All right, let's see, where are you? We need 7 ingots of iron. And then we have ourselves the vacuum chest. Let's put this other do-a-majigger away for now. And I think another thing I want to grab is probably a conduit facade. And let's see if we can get this like painted. Do we have like, I don't think I have any cursed earth picked up yet. I could probably do something like that, but you know what we could do? Let's go with like an obsidian chisel block. I only need 1, thank you. And we'll grab you. Let's do like something fancy, right? Let's do something nice looking. Organic looking obsidian chunks. That's not fancy looking. How about the bright obsidian panel? Let's do the bright obsidian panel. All right, pop you in here. We'll get our facade up and running. And see, what I'm hoping this will do is prevent light from actually going into our cursed earth area. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Phew, saved my life there a little bit. That's what you get for putting your tools in the wrong slots. I advise against it. All right, so, well, that doesn't sound good up there. I do need to get under or above this master ritual. I would like to at least, but I don't know if this vacuum jets is going to be able to get everywhere in the room. So I'm just going to test it out. We're going to put it. Let's actually put some light in this room first. This is going to clog up my inventory. I could tell already. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of work. I'm gonna have to clear out some of these guys real quick, so that way we can do a little bit of work in here. And once I get that done, we'll be right back. And well, only cost me what, like 3 deaths? Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess, considering we're on hard mode. Oh, purple-colored honey drop from Industry, as well as purple deviating lily seed. Okay then. So now we can actually get our enchanting table back, as well as our little bits of redstone here. So I'm gonna go continue cleaning up my inventory now and see if we can get this set up real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, and we're back. Sounds like we got a little friend outside here waiting for us. A friend that I really don't particularly want to have outside waiting for me. But anyway, I've got this set up, I believe, the way I want it. Got a vacuum chest here. Underneath it, I have a item conduit from Ender.io pulling out of the vacuum chest into the Ender chest underneath it. Now, it's not completely centered in the room, but I've noticed it can still actually pull from this block over here. Now, that's actually trying to pull from downstairs. I believe there's a couple of zombies down there, but if you notice, the dark glass that I threw down is now gone. So now it's actually showing up in said Ender chest. So there's another piece of dark glass right there. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out pretty well. Now all I gotta do is actually open this up, knock out the torches, and hopefully can get out of here before too many bad things happen. Yeah, that's the plan at least. I did get a few pieces of cursed earth, a little extra. There was some growing in the walls here. That was really weird. It spread all the way up there. I was like, okay, I'll take it. Not gonna complain here. All right, let's get ready. All I gotta do is run out this and close it up afterwards. Is there a better way of doing this? Maybe using water or something? Can we break blocks far away? I wonder if I could break blocks with my mining laser, like torches. That would make things a lot easier. Let's do a quick little test, shall we? Just to see if this works, because these guys are rough. All right, so I got my mining laser in mining mode. Okay. missed the torch on that one. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's just going to break it from underneath, and I don't really want that. So, all right, looks like we're just going to have to do this manually for now. Wish me luck, and hope that I don't die. 1, 2, 3, and last one right there. Oh, that's not too bad. There we go. Everything's all happy now. We're good. Is there anything crazy down here? No? Good. So here's our ender chest right here. We still have access to it. Pick up my potato. Now let's go set up our storage room. And I got that guy right through here. Down this way. So now the plan is to start setting up a whole bunch of barrels. Just like this. And this is just temporary. I'm going to be moving this later on, and we'll probably have a better system for this at some point later as well. I think it might be a good idea to go ahead and grab the trash can as well. I'll make another one for up here later. I was going to say, you better be sending me down. But for now, I think this will work. So let's go ahead and start lining these guys up. I want to connect all of these barrels with the item conduits, and I'm going to set them all to insert. So once I finish with this, I'll meet you guys back here in just a minute. Alright guys, and we're back. So I got 15 barrels here set up to insert on the back from our item conduits. I did also set up the trash can, but for now, first I'm going to disable this connection, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow our ender chest to start extracting all of the items out. So that way it can start preoccupying the barrels here with the items that we want. Now, I'm going to, from this point, after letting them fill up with what I want, I'll leave those items in there, and then say, for instance, items like this. I don't even know where this came from. I'm going to pick these up, and we're going to filter these. Potion of regeneration? You know what? We might keep one of those. And then the barrels that we have that double up, we'll go ahead and like lock them and stuff and all that good stuff. Like, you know, I don't really want water bottles. Was that even a water bottle? I'm noticing some graphical bugs or something popping up here and there. But let's see. If we can grab our Yeta wrench here and set this to... Is this empty? Okay, good. We'll set this to insert. I did make 2 basic item filters. I didn't know if I need more than 5 slots in here or not, but we can go ahead and do like this, and then that way anytime these items come through here, they'll just make their way straight into the trash can, hopefully first. Maybe we should put the ender chest over here. Might not be a bad idea. We'll see. We'll test it out. Let's see. Let's put that in there. Let's see if this winds up anywhere. All right. So far, it looks like it actually voided that, and I think so. So I'm going to do a little bit of poking around with this very, very soon. Looks like we got ourselves an ender pearl in there as well, which is really nice. Definitely wouldn't mind getting my stock of ender pearls built back up. Let's see, cursed earth, potion of regeneration, not too bad. So if we do need to add more filter onto this, we should be able to access every side of this trash can, I'm guessing. So we'll just add in more item filters there. Or I could have it filter to a chest. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it a little bit, but looks like for the most part it's doing pretty good. Ooh, feathers, string, and chicken. So far, everything here is okay, except for these. I don't really care to get sticks. Don't really care to have sticks clogging up my barrel down here. So there we go. We'll get rid of that. Awesome. Time to move on to a new project. I think it's time to start working on this room. And I'll kind of update you guys if this starts working really, really well, or if I need to update it or upgrade it in any way. So I'll let you guys know. But I'm ready to get a new form of power up and running. And for that, I'm going to clean up my inventory first. So I'll be right back. And inventory cleaned up, except these bitter barrels. Let's actually put these guys away. We'll plop these guys in our chest up here. Seriously? Already had chests made? Alright, what? Anyways, let's get on to some power generation. I've been doing some thinking, and I've got a couple ideas. For one, the one I really, really want to try, and I think it would go really well with the whole lab feeling here, is from Ender.io. Yep, been doing a lot of stuff in Ender.io, but that's completely okay in my books, because I really like it. I want to make the vat. And for this guy, we're gonna need some fluid tanks, which quite clear glass, some iron ingots, and all that good stuff. Do we have all that in there? I think we do. So we're gonna need some fluid tanks. How many of these can we make? 4? Sounds good to me. Let's make up some more iron bars while we're at it. This table, by the way, super, super helpful. I love it. We'll make ourselves a cauldron, which I need to get some more iron populated in this table. So let's grab, we're probably gonna need a fair amount of iron, so we might as well just plop this all in here real quick. We'll grab a couple cauldrons. And if you haven't noticed already, looks like I'm gonna be making about 2 of these. A whopping 2 vats. Might have to make more sooner or later, I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to make a nice large scale of this if I possibly can. I've also went ahead and pre-made up some electrical steel for this process. So there we go, we got ourselves 2 vats. So used to brew Ender IO fluids. That's not too bad. I think we're gonna lay these guys down. Thinking maybe on this side or something. Cause I'm thinking I'm gonna have my other power generation on this wall as soon as you come down, maybe. Or even, we might be able to retain it on one wall and then use the other 2 walls for other purposes. That way we don't clog up the whole room. Might be an idea, we'll see. But to use the vats, I wanna make nutrient distillation, which we will be using in zombie generators. So for this, we're gonna need some electrical steel. We're gonna need a fair amount of fused quartz. So a good way of getting fused quartz cooked up fairly quickly is, well, for one, we're gonna need our nether quartz, and then I believe we have a few extra blocks of quartz. You can pop these into your alloy smelter here, and it'll just pre-make 3 blocks of fused quartz with that. Should. No? Just 1? Seriously? Oh. Okay, yeah. Anyways, so let's do that. Actually, hold on. How much are you supposed to be making? You did just take 1, right? Hold on. Did it take 1 or 3? Okay, it only takes 1. Okay. I was going to say, what are you doing? All right, there we go. We'll just do that for now. That should be more than enough fused quartz for what I'm going to need. Maybe not. Let's get it all going. Let's go crazy. I'm going to be using fused quartz later anyway, right? Let's do it. We'll get all that up and running. So I also need the zombie electrode. For that, we're gonna need a new machine. We're gonna need the slice and splice. So thankfully, I got a few of these items to make this already pre-made. We got some solarium ready to go. We'll pop that in you. And all we need now is just some shears, iron axe, and a head. That doesn't sound like really a bad thing at all. We'll grab a couple of these. One of you. Get our iron axe up and running. Bada bing, bada boom. Actually, I think we should probably go ahead and start thinking ahead a little bit. So we're going to need another 3 plus another. So we're going to need 7. Let's do this. That. We'll get 2 axes, 2 sets of shears, because I know we're going to need them. And while we're over here, let's grab another mop head. Let's grab a skeleton head. This time around, we'll go ahead and shift click that guy in there, replace this with a skeleton head, and that way we can just pull this guy right on out. Now the reason I made the extra axe and shears is that we actually need that in our slice and splice up there. So there we go. We got those set up, and we're gonna need to hook them up with a little bit of power. So do I have any power? Sure do. Let's break out here and hook you up with some power. Ooh, I like the textures on this. It's got like soul sand on the side. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's clean it up. There we go. Everything's good. We got power coming into our slice and splice. Now we just need to head back to our zombie generator and start crafting up our zombie electrodes. So I'm going to need a fair few of these. I'm going to need some energetic alloys as well. Do I have any of those pre-made? That's signalum. How about in there? We got a few energetic alloys in there. That's not a problem. We can make up a couple real quick. We need some silicon. So we'll do that. And we're going to need, looks like, I think, some basic capacitors and the main ingredient, Fred heads, which I got a fair amount of. I'll leave 1 in there for now, though. All right, so if we pop all of these guys in here, you should be able to just shift click in there and it should just know where to put everything. As long as you put the correct item in there, it should just shift click in there, no problem, even the correct amounts. So there we go, and we'll get 1 zombie electrode up and running. Let's grab our fused quartz. There's our zombie electrode. Now all we need is to grab our electrical steel and get this process up and running. Fused quartz will get us our very first zombie generator. So this whole process is not going to be that bad to get up and running. I'm going to use netherwort and rotten flesh from our newly acquired mob farm to make us nutrient distillation. Now there's a couple different ways you can make nutrient distillation. I'm going to go with this method, using the netherwort and rotten flesh. You can also use like, mob heads, which, if we get some in, maybe I'll have it cycle over or something. Looks like you can use raw pork chops, but it also tells you the modifiers at which how much nutrient distillation will be made. Netherwort's at 1.5 times, mushrooms are also 1.5 times, sugar's 1.0, and then rotten flesh I believe is 1.0. So these do also require some power, and looks like we're going to need some water as well. So let's get some reservoirs set up. Let me check on this guy real quick. Oh yeah, things are looking pretty good, it looks like so far. Just need to make sure everything's set up the way I want it. Yeah, I like that. That's not doing too bad. Cool. Hopefully it's keeping that area cleaned over there as well. So I'm going to try to get these guys to run off just 1 zombie generator for now, just to kind of get them up and running to produce us some nutrient distillation up at first. So let's see, let's jump upstairs and... what are you? Ring of Nutrition? Never heard of you. Okay. Let's see. So I got our netherwort. Got some rotten flesh. We need a reservoir. So let me get one of those made up real quick. Alright guys, got my reservoir made up from Ender.io. I think I'm going to place him down here actually. So let's break a few of these blocks here. And you know what? Actually, let's go back one. Oops, whoops, whoa. Careful there, step assist. Let's go back 1 more block and we'll set this up just like that. 2 buckets of water ready to go. And that should give us our infinite source of water. There we go. Now all I gotta do is get behind here. And I'll try to get up some conduit facades made up here in a few. But let's see, I got the fluid conduits. Pressurized fluid conduits will work just fine. And if we set this guy to extract without signal, that should start filling up with water on this side. Let's do the same over here. So just right click on the one right there, and we should be good to go. Now, it's kind of struggling to keep up at the moment, but once it's full, they shouldn't have no problem with that. So there we go. That's not looking too bad, right? All right, let's get ourselves some more these zombie generators set up. So I've also went ahead and made up some more zombie electrodes in the meantime. So if we pop those in there, we should be able to just make ourselves a fair number of zombie generators. So I already got 1 made, plus another 4. So now we have 5. Each of these should output, what is it, 80 RF per tick? So having 5 of those, what's that, 400 RF? So let's see, what was I missing? Fused quartz. Oh, I need more electrical steel. I see. Got a couple pieces in here, so we'll pull out another one. That way we'll have our 6. It's not a bad thing. And I'm thinking one more thing that I wouldn't mind having just to go ahead and have set up at the moment is a couple ender tanks. And I should have more than enough stuff to make all this. I'm thinking I'm going to have to find my own color code on this as well. Do I have any green? See, I noticed I had some ink sacs in here, by the way. It's kind of like, duh. All right, let's make up a few of these real quick. So I'm thinking probably 3, to be honest with you guys. So I'm going to need 12 blaze rods. I'll get some more of those between episodes. I'll go farm for some of those. And then what else did we need? Blaze rod, we're going to need a cauldron. We're actually going to need 3 of those. Let's grab some iron. Should be good. And boom. 3 of those guys. Put these back. That way we don't lose them. And what else did I need? Now I just need some wool. Okay. Grab 3 pieces of wool and we'll add a color code to this in just a minute. I didn't grab the obsidian. Whoops. 6 pieces of obsidian. And crafting from the ceiling, we have ourselves 3 ender tanks. Why 3? Well, I kind of wouldn't mind to keep this nice and clean looking. I don't know if I want to do it this way or not. But I might also have a separate source of this some other place later as well. So let's set up these 3 guys. Let me find a nice color code for these that aren't being used, and I'll meet you guys back in just a moment. Alright guys, and we're back. So I think I found a suitable color code for my ender tanks. I just need to get some more gray dye going in the meantime. I'm just going to leave this one out for now as well. I also went ahead and made a couple conduit facades with the hex plating, and I had an idea. I'm going to grab some of these metal platforms that we've been using for our lab tables, and I'm going to grab 1 piece of ink and see if we can dye these guys black. Ooh, nice. Looking sharp. All right, let's set these guys up downstairs. I want to see if we can put them like here. Ooh, yes. Oh, that's going to look good. We'll put 3 here and then 3 there. And then on top, we're going to set our zombie generators. So I'm just going to use that right there. Ooh, that's looking nice. I like it. Oh, I like that a lot. All right, so let's see. Let's bloop and bloop. Oh, oh, that looks really cool. Yep, gonna need a few more conduit facades for this though. That's not a problem. Now I don't need to put one in between. I'm gonna run a power line from these guys down to our vats. So let's do that real quick. I'm gonna start clearing out behind these guys a few different things. We're gonna set up a line for power, and we're gonna set up a line for the nutrient distillation. Now I don't have to use obviously we don't have to use the ender tanks, but I think it would look really, really cool to have these ender tanks sitting here doing this for us. So I'm probably going to, for one, place that guy back there. I'm going to put a pressurized fluid conduit here. We're going to disable this one on the back. That way it's not touching the water. And then we'll have this extract on this side without signal. Extract on this side without signal. And then on top of this, we'll set our ender tank. And then that's where we'll actually have that go into. So we'll set this on the up to insert. And then up here, we'll probably want to hide this just because I only want this to show once. I don't want a whole bunch of these like ender tanks everywhere back here. So maybe we'll set it up like this, and I'll grab some more fluid conduits. Oops, that's my wide ender chest. I noticed it, don't worry. Pick that guy up and swap these guys out. So let me get a few more of these conduits set up, get this lined up real quick, and we're gonna get this process up and running in just a moment. And there we go, got me plenty of conduit facades with the hex plating on there. So I went ahead and got this all set up, and it should be ready to run now. We just need to kickstart this with a little bit of power first. So let's pop in half a snack of rotten flesh in there, 22 nether wart in there, and same in this one. We'll have both of those ready to go. Now we are going to have to get this set up with a nice constant supply of both of these if we want to have these continuously running for us, which will be the plan in the very, very near future. So we got the power lines coming down here to give our vats power. So let's go ahead and conduit facade these guys up. Don't know why I keep hearing explosions. Kind of bothers me a little bit. So up here, we'll jump up here. Got this to extract from our ender tank. Like I said, this is not necessary. This is all for looks, okay? So I want to point that out there. All right, and let's pop these guys all in. These all have power conduits on them, all three of these, and fluid conduits, pressurized fluid conduits that are set to insert. So now we should be able to just, if we can get in there, let's pop a block down there. That way we can go up a little bit. Maybe, there we go. Now we can kind of see in there a little bit better and set up some of these. Now, you don't have to put those back there. I'm doing this all just because of looks. I want it to look nice. So, if you guys do, it might be a good idea to try it. So, there we go. And this should be able to close it up right there. And we just need a couple more conduit facades. It looks like we need one there. Whoops. Can we get in there? Ooh, okay. Let's pop these 2 blocks up real quick and then place those first. There we go. And it looks like I broke another one there. Uh-oh. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the colors back on us. All right. That's gonna stink because I don't know if I can color that again. I don't have any more of those, I don't think. I got 5. So I'd have to break a few more just to redo that. All right. There we go. We got our blank metal platforms. Let's get this thing kick-started. Let's grab our capacitor bank real quick. We'll jump downstairs. Let's set these back up to make sure they look good. Nice. I like the way the shelves look so far. And we got one more conduit facade. Let's place that right there just so that way we won't see back there and it doesn't look too crazy back there. All right, so let's see. Maybe just for now, we'll set down our capacitor bank. We'll set 2 energy conduits here and here. That way these can start filling up with power. And as you can see, progress has already begun, and we can even hear it already. So these two are going to slowly start producing us nutrient distillation. Already at 50% on this one and climbing fast. So let's see what happens. So hopefully after this point, and it makes a little bit of nutrient distillation, it should send this up into our ender tank. Okay. And I'm guessing it already did, and it should. Yep, it's already filled up a little bit of our zombie generators up here. Now, these are not going to work until they get to a certain point. And I believe they need to be, so this holds like 2 buckets, it looks like. I think you have to be at least a bucket worth in order for these to actually start working. But it looks like they'll start producing us around, I believe, 80 RF per tick each generator. So this should last us just a little bit. And these guys are filling up pretty well so far. 160. All right, so I'm gonna let this run for a minute, and I'm gonna let them start filling up. All right, well, these things are slowly but surely filling up, and each vat is only using 20 RF per tick, so that is not bad at all. Oh, there we go. It looks like it's about 3/4 of the way until it starts actually producing power with the nutrient distillation. So it's going to use, it looks like 10 millibuckets per tick, but producing us 80 RF per tick in the process. Now, this is actually storing the power. It should be exporting, unless this is drawing from it for, oh, okay, I see. Perfect, then. That's exactly what I wanted to see. This is now no longer necessary. We can pick all of these guys up, and this is going to be self-sufficient. So these are pretty much going to keep these 2 vats filled up. We need to get another power storage system set up, like maybe some more capacitor banks maybe. So I'll think about doing that here in the next few episodes. In the meantime, this is looking pretty good. Mind you, this is just probably interface bug because of my not really even a bug. It's probably just a little mishap with the texture pack. So don't worry about that. It's supposed to be in there, but no big deal. So I'm gonna let these guys do their job. I'm gonna try to keep this supplied with some nether wart and rotten flesh in the meantime, and we'll get a way to set that up automatically here in the next few episodes. But this looking really nice. That's gonna about do it for today, though, guys. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye. Up this farm here. So we're going to be using redstone and getting that from this. So let's jump down. Okay, whoopsie. This one's broken. I'm going to have to fix that.